It's all fun and games till someone gets shot.
In this video, we're going to be talking about Marvel's Rivals and a couple of leaks. The first one being that Season 2 will start on April 11th. Now, we know from other leaks that characters who will release during this time is 1. Blade, 2. I believe Ultron, but then we also now have a third that seems very, very legit. It says a game developer revealed that Jean Grey in Marvel's Rivals will have 2 forms, her base form and Phoenix form. Confirmed abilities in base form: Psychic Block, mutes enemies and prevents abilities for 3 seconds. And then also in Phoenix form, Resurrection, burn the area for 5 seconds before respawn. We could kind of piece together what this character is going to do from these descriptions, but we will have to see the gameplay to really get an understanding for it. With Jean Grey, you also have some voice lines where she is talking to some characters. I'll play that now.
My oldest friend. Yes, Jean. We need all your power.
Hey, I'm looking for a giant tree and some humanoid morons. You seen them?
So this basically is just showing that the characters that are already in the game has voice lines where they're talking to Jean Grey. There isn't any voice lines of her responding, so we can't hear her voice or anything like this, but this is basically confirming the character's existence unlike no other. And you also have this as well, where it says Marvel's Rivals in-game message teases Hellfire Galaga for Season 2. So that is a total of how many characters that is being teased? Jean Grey, this character, Ultron, and Blade. That's a lot of characters. They did say they wanted to release 2 characters every 3 months. So this is kind of on par with what they said there. The quote here is, "Now if you excuse me, Doom has a Galaga to attend." Now that's not all the leaks that we have in store. You also have this new update, Frag Punk. It's an April Fool's game mode where you play as mosquitoes versus frogs. This is something that, you know, they will probably showcase pretty soon. Here's a visual concept of what it looks like. This was taken out of the game files, so you can see the different type of characters, the skins. No clue what this will be, but looks exciting. I do like how they're constantly doing these new modes, even though I think the clone versus clone is the weakest of the new modes. Like, I thought the Jeff one was better, the soccer one was better. Clone mode, not so good, but I like that they're always testing the water, see what sticks. And then also you could talk about the Doom match, basically the free-for-all. That's pretty fire as well. I personally wish they would have a ranked mode for that, like your wins there can be counted towards your rank, because then that would make me really want to go in there and play some matches. Right now, something that the developers also did was confirm that they will do more crossover events and promotions with other media in the future. A lot of people know that this game is really successful, and they're just wondering if this will only be like Marvel, but they say no, we'll allow others. Marvel's Rivals has gained a wide acclaim, especially after Season 1. NetEase plans to continue investing in development and marketing with a long-term operational strategy. The team has plans for esports and will announce these plans to enhance the gaming ecosystem. There will also be crossover events and promotions with other media to expand the user base. So that's pretty fire. Who knows? If we're lucky, maybe we could get some DC characters in here. They'll probably have to pay top dollar. I mean, DC paying Marvel, that is, right? James Gunn, the guy who's kind of making all the movies right now for DC, he was talking about how he wants to do like a DC version of Marvel's Rivals. And even though that's cool and all, just every time I hear that Marvel does something successful and then DC's like, yeah, we want to do that too. It's like, bro, what? Why are you guys late to everything? You guys were late to movies. Now you're late to video games, late to the streaming service. Like, come on, even though Disney's streaming service is trash, still. Now, as for buffs and nerfs, what they're doing just for the moment is they're going to buff Human Torch, Iron Man, and Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger was recently nerfed, so they basically are rebuffing her. But what they're doing is pretty interesting. Basically, both of her healing abilities will both be at 16 now, and that will incentivize players to use both of them pretty evenly. Iron Man, I know it's a lot of decreasing, increasing, but basically this is considered to be a buff for Iron Man. He's already pretty obnoxious flying around in the sky, and this is going to make that even more so true. Now, for Human Torch, which in my opinion is the weakest out of the 4 fantastic. They're increasing his cluster fire projectile, the speed of it, and they're also increasing the count of it from 12 to 14. Hopefully this can make him viable because I like Human Torch and I'm trying to find other characters to play, and I'm interested in the guy, but the fact that he is so trash, it's like, nope, no thank you, no thank you. I'd rather go play Jeff.